In this short video, I'm going to share with you the 4 marketing strategies that took me from 0 to over 7 figures in revenue in my service business using marketing strategies like Meta and Google Ads. Today, I am the CEO of A-List Media, but not too long ago, I started my pressure washing business in a small town in Northern California. I grew that company from 0 to over 7 figures in revenue within my first 24 months, and then I went on to launch my own marketing agency helping other small business owners do the same. Since then, I've gone from 0 to over 100 clients in my first 90 days using the exact same strategies that I used to grow my pressure washing business. That has earned me several different industry awards, including the Go High Level SaaSpreneur Award and the YouTube Silver Award. So this isn't just another one of these throwaway videos for you to just kind of watch once and, forget about. This is one of those videos that you save and you rewatch later, and different things are going to pop out at you at different times. Now, this video is one of those videos where if you pay attention, there's some 7-figure bars in here for the right people that take what they see here and implement it. And I know that because I've been able to use these exact strategies for myself, and then other people have gone on to do the same thing for their service businesses as well. If you get any value from this video, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Those actions take less than 10 seconds, and they will help me to achieve my goal to create over 100 millionaires in the next 5 years by teaching business education online. So let's get into it. This first theory is called the pie theory, and I created it to help people understand the importance of inputs and outputs in a business, okay? So stick with me. Most people think that when they spend $100, they are $100 poorer. And this mindset comes from the W-2, 9-to-5, everyday kind of job, right? When you have a job and you clock in every day and you're paid by the hour, let's say you get $10,000 every single month. Every dollar that I spend makes me $1 poorer, right? I have $10,000, I spend $1, and now I have $9,999 left, right? But in business, that's not how it works. In business, there is no pie. There are only inputs and outputs. So in business, if I spend $1 and it makes me more than $1, then I'm going to continue to make that investment every single day. And this is a really important mindset shift for new entrepreneurs that are just starting to invest in advertising for the first time. Because some people will ask me, how much money should I invest in marketing? What should my marketing budget be? And the fact is, that's the wrong question to be answering. Let's say you think your marketing budget should be $1,000, because in your head, that's a number that doesn't seem like it's too expensive for you. But if you spend $1,000 and you get $3,000 back in revenue, why would you want to stop at investing only $1,000? Think about it. You put $1,000 in, you get $3,000 out, made $2,000 profit, right? So why wouldn't you want to spend $2,000 in advertising to get $6,000 back, right? And make $4,000 profit. When you know the inputs and you know the outputs, then you can continue to invest in marketing until you have some other constraint in the business. That constraint might be fulfillment. Maybe you don't have enough trucks or you don't have enough chairs in your barbershop, right? So the idea here is to continue to invest as long as it gives you a positive return on investment. And when you spend money or invest, you are not taking money out of the total available dollars that you have, but in fact, you are making the total amount of dollars that you have bigger. Okay, so I call this the pie theory because there is no dollar amount that you are removing. There is no fixed pie. Okay, it's only inputs and outputs. Okay, the next thing is I'm going to show you how to become a celebrity with your advertising. Quick story, when I was advertising for my small pressure washing business, I would run Facebook ads in a very small radius because I was in a small town. And I would walk around town and people would always ask me, hey, you're the guy from the pressure washing video, the pressure washing ads, right? Yeah, that's me. Okay. So it's actually very possible to become a celebrity by using your Facebook ads. And that's exactly the purpose, right? I saw recently that Beyonce just actually won the Country of the Year award, right? For the Grammys. And then it came out that Jay-Z had spent like $110 million in advertising for plays and get extra streams to win that. So fame in general is kind of just like a hoax. Like you think that the people on the radio that you hear are the best musicians in the world. No, they're not. But they're there because somebody had the advertising budget in order to actually get the visualizations and the publicity that they need, right? And you could do the same thing on just a smaller scale. When you invest in advertising, you can get really hyper local on the people that you are advertising to. Imagine if I advertise in a 1 mile radius, now everybody around me is going to see me when I walk around the street. And it's the same thing if you want to advertise along a demographic. Let's say I advertise to 38-year-old women in a particular demographic. So then every time I meet a 38-year-old woman, she may think, hey, you're the guy from the ad. Okay, so fame is actually manufactured, and you can actually manufacture fame by buying advertising. Okay, so that's really, really important to think about. The other thing is this concept of hook, story, offer. Hook, story, offer. This is a really cool concept, and this is one of those things that I learned from one of my mentors, Russell Brunson. As soon as I learned this, all of a sudden, every single time I went out of the house, I'm constantly seeing advertisements, and I'm seeing everything through this lens of hook, story, offer. And the reason why this is important is because once you understand the hook, story, offer framework, it provides a lens for you to see all of your marketing through. And if your marketing ever is not performing, then all you have to do is look at one of these three components. It's either the hook, the story, or the offer that's not performing. So it's really kind of comforting that you always have a way to fall back on to understand how to fix your ads if something isn't working. Okay. So for example, the hook. What is the hook? The hook is what grabs people's attention, especially in interruption marketing. You have to have a really great hook, right? What is interruption marketing? Interruption marketing is you're scrolling on your feed, and all of a sudden you see something that's going to stop your attention. We're being entertained on our phones or on the computer, and in order for us to stop to pay attention to an advertising, it has to be compelling enough to actually speak to me and grab my attention. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep scrolling, right? So the most important thing is you have a very, very strong hook. Grab their attention, or else nothing else even matters. The next important piece of this is the story, right? Hook, story. Story. There's two main components of this and two reasons why you want to do this. The very first thing, a story is going to help you to connect with your audience. It helps to build that like factor, the trust factor, know factor, right? Know, like, trust. Gets them to know you, gets them to like you, gets them to trust you. Yeah, that's the first thing, build a connection with the audience. But the second thing, and more importantly, is that your story is actually going to improve and increase the perceived value of whatever offer that you're about to make. So you have to have, what do you want the prospect to believe? That's what you get to fill in the blanks at that moment in your story part of your advertisement. The last part is the offer. You could get everything else right, have the greatest hook, increase the perceived value, right? Build a connection with your audience. But then if your offer sucks, then nobody's gonna take you up on that offer. You're just not gonna make any money, right? So having an offer, having a proven, solid, high value, irresistible offer that makes people stupid for saying no is a crucial part in the entire process, okay? So the hook, story, and offer. And the beautiful thing is, as you're going through your entrepreneurship journey, you can look at every single piece of advertising, whether it's a video, a photo, written ad copy, email, text messages. It doesn't matter. There's always a component of hook, story, offer that you can figure out what part of these isn't actually working. Okay. The next thing is speed to lead. Okay. Speed to lead. Now, the interesting thing about this is it doesn't matter how many leads you get. If you're not able to follow up with these leads, then you will actually not make any money. All right. There was a study done by the Harvard Business Review that discovered that if you wait more than 5 minutes to contact a lead, the chances of you making money from that lead go down dramatically. In fact, up to 400% if you don't contact them within the first 5 minutes. And then it continues to decrease over the following hours. So you have to have a system in place in order to make sure you follow up with these leads instantly. The thing that most people fail at is they actually rely on manual processes to do so. And if you rely on manual processes will fail, okay? We don't rise to the level of our potential, we fall to the level of our systems. If you have a good system in place for following up with every single lead, then you're going to maximize the amount of money that you make. Okay, most people only follow up with their leads once, and then they say, the lead sucked, I didn't make any money, they didn't answer, so the leads must be bad, right? But when you're generating leads, you now have a list of people that said that they're interested in your products and services. And so the more that you're able to follow up with these leads, nurture them, build a relationship with them, that's going to help you to close a deal. Think about it. On one end, if you generate 1,000 leads, if I came into your business tomorrow and I gave you 1,000 leads and you didn't follow up with a single one of those leads, everyone says, I need more leads, I need more leads. So if I gave you all these leads and you didn't follow up with any of them, how much money would you make? Zero, right? Of course. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if I give you 1,000 leads and you followed up with them, you called every single one of them instantly, you called them multiple times, you double tapped them, so you called them twice in a row, you called them multiple times in the day, you called them multiple days in the week, right? You offered them some kind of promotion. If you followed up with them diligently, you would make way more money. Most people just don't follow up with the leads enough. And the reason why is because they don't have a good system in place. So having the back-end system in place, including AI and automation, can make all the difference, right? These 4 things right here have made me so much money. And as simple as they seem, doing the fundamentals the right way is way more important than doing all the fancy stuff. Not as good. Does that make sense? So I hope this video was valuable for you. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and a subscribe. It only takes 10 seconds, and it's going to help me to achieve my goal of making over 100 millionaires in the next 5 years. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you very soon.